right, Dan, so today we're gonna do a full physical and just kind of lifestyle assessment to see where you're at so we can figure out what we need to do, what changes need to be made. Normally there's a lot of different lifestyle changes that are gonna have to happen because what you're currently doing got you to where you're at right now. So to get to a new place, we're gonna have to change a whole lot of things probably. Tell me what you do for work.
I am a servicing coordinator at an in-flight entertainment company. Prior to that, I was at a job where I was doing like 5 people's jobs at once, which I think led up to where I am today.
That was stressful, it sounds like?
Yes.
And
Very.
did you gain weight at that previous job in that season? Okay.
Yeah, I was at work long hours. I never got to the gym. I was just eating whatever was convenient around and lots of sweets to like keep the energy up.
Okay.
And then of course there's the crash, and then you just continue to eat sweets. So.
Do you have any pains, joint issues, muscle issues, any kind of current or previous pain that I should know about?
I do have pain in my left knee. I went to a chiropractor and we found out that I have minor scoliosis that I
Okay.
So, and then through all the x-rays, we also found out that my left hip is a little bit higher than my right. So that could be like, everything on my left side seems to kind of ache a little bit
tighter.
More.
Okay.
But I do have a history of heart disease in my family. My grandfather died in his early 50s from heart failure. And then I just found out that my dad had recently had triple bypass surgery. Emergency triple bypass surgery while he was on vacation. So that was really hard. And then my mom has diabetes, which has also triggered heart disease for her, so she's going through some of her surgeries as well.
Is that a concern that you have for yourself?
Yeah. I definitely, like, you know, I want to look great for the wedding. Initially, you know, that's really what makes me want to do this, but, you know, sitting long and hard, thinking about it, I just want to make a better, healthier lifestyle for myself. I want to start taking care of my body.
What is your current activity level? I know obviously you're sitting at a desk all day, so you're not moving around a whole lot outside of work. Are you moving much?
Not really. I walk the dog every day, kind of pretty much every day when I get home from work.
Okay.
And that's usually just a quick walk around the apartment.
If you got the time, you can always make a way. If it's a priority, you can always fit it in, whether it's getting up before work, getting your workout in after work, taking the dog for a run instead of just a walk. But we'll definitely work on that and find some ways that you can implement in time to work out. Even if you just got a short window, there's things that you can do, you know. So definitely no excuses. So tell me about what your diet looks like right now, kind of a normal day of eating for you.
I think I do pretty well with breakfast. I'd say my one downfall with my morning routine is I usually do about 2 to 3 cups of coffee to wake up, which probably isn't great. I need to prep my foods more because I'll just go out and get what's around. I do Chipotle a lot, I do Subway a lot. Sometimes I'll do frozen dinners a lot because it's convenient and easy. But where I get myself into trouble is at night because my fiance and I, we do a lot of takeout. And yeah, it's not good.
No, that's not good.
No.
Those are just full of so much sugar, sodium, MSG, loads of calories that you usually don't realize that you're consuming. So if we can get you in a routine of buying your meals, prepping your meals, having them ready to go so that you don't just have to go out and get whatever when you're starving, that's going to make a huge difference. So that's going to become a really important part of this. And we'll talk more about that later, but we'll definitely get into what types of foods you need to eat, how to prep your food, how to count your calories, and watch everything that you're eating. So it's not just a big guessing game as to what you're eating, but you really know what you're putting in your body, and to make sure that you're putting in foods that are healthy and that are going to give you energy and prevent those crashes or prevent that waking up in the morning and needing 3 cups of coffee, you know, things that will give you energy and help you feel good all the time. That's going to be the most important part of this. although the workouts are super important and getting, you know, physically in shape and all that is important, but nutrition is going to be 70–80% of your results. So it's going to be very imperative that you change the way you're eating, that we get rid of foods in your house that aren't helping you out, that we get rid of the ice cream. Why else is this important to you? You know, the day after your wedding, you're going to be done. I'm assuming you don't want to put on back 20–30 pounds. So why does it actually matter to you to lose weight?
I imagine feeling comfortable in my own skin is just that energy level to be there. I just want to feel comfortable in my clothes, and I want to look good and feel good. You know, ultimately, I think if you feel good inside, you'll look good outside because you'll put in that extra. But right now, I'm just kind of not really caring too much, and I don't want to not care. Like Dave and I, my fiance and I, you know, we have plans to have kids after. You know, we have a kid plan after the wedding. So, you know, I just imagine once kids are in the picture, like I don't want to be that mom that's like, you know, dragging herself. You know, I want to be there for my kids, and especially with the heart disease and running in my family, like it's just, you know, I want to be there for the long term. So
definitely.
Yeah.
So as we go through these next few months of training, I want you to keep those things in mind. When we're working out and you're needing to push yourself, I want you to remind yourself of how you want to feel, how you want to look, how you want to be with your kids. And when you don't want to get up and go to the gym, or you don't want to leave work and have to go to the gym, to remind yourself of those motivating factors that you have, the reasons beyond today, right now, how you feel, but what you ultimately want. That's really going to help keep you going through these few months, because you're going to hit roadblocks. You're going to hit times when life gets hard, it gets stressful, you don't want to work out, you're tired, and you're going to need something to motivate you and to push you through those days. So maybe you want to put them on your wall somewhere, sticky notes around the office, in your car, and just kind of remind yourself what you're trying to achieve and what Fit for Wedding really is about, even beyond the wedding and the pretty dress and the pictures and all that.
Right.
All right, so we're moving now into the physical assessment for Dianne. And this is a really important thing that I suggest that anyone do if you're starting out on a workout program. Even if you've been in a workout program for a long time, almost any gym will do this for you for free. So you can go in and ask for an assessment. And what they'll do is pretty much the same things that I'm going to show you with Dianne. It's some sort of test of your strength, maybe your flexibility, your cardio capacity, and they'll kind of analyze how your body works. This is really helpful so that you can make sure you're doing things with proper form. You can learn maybe some tight areas that you have on your body, some weak areas, some things that need improvement. Find out where your cardio capacity is, find out what your body fat and your measurements and all those things are. So that'll help you kind of set you up for success in a future program. And then you have a way to measure how you're doing and if you're progressing. You can go back and retest on all those things to make sure that you're getting better. Underneath your shoulders, on your toes. Pull your belly button in tight, engage that, squeeze your glutes. Good job. Got 36 seconds. Not bad, not bad. Time this for a minute and see how many push-ups that you can get in a minute. Okay. I don't necessarily expect you to go a full minute. It's okay. Most people get to, you know, maybe 10, 11 if we're lucky. So don't worry. It's basically just seeing how many you can do.
Okay.
So what I'm going to have you do, I want to make sure they're proper push-up form. So you're going to come down on your knees, hands outside the mat. So you've kind of got this nice wide angle, kind of like a field post with your arms. So arms are at 90 degrees. Keep your core engaged, just like the planks. You want to keep that tight. And then when you do the push-up, I want your whole body to move together. So you're moving down towards the mat, bringing your chest down and pressing back up. What I don't want to see is butt up in the air and chest down. Okay, a lot of people do that. So I want everything moving together, all the way down to the ground and then back up. Okay? Got any more? 13? Okay. Hey, that was close. That was about 45 seconds. Not bad. 12 push-ups. Good job. You got some pretty good strength. Good form. So the last thing I'm going to have you do, strength-wise is a squat. So this is just gonna help me see how your body is working, what's maybe moving in directions it shouldn't be, make sure everything looks okay. So the squat is a very big, important movement, and we'll be doing a lot of those in the future. So this will kind of help me assess some tight areas, weak areas, things to work on. All right, so what I'm gonna have you do is stand with your feet just a little bit wider than hip distance apart, arms straight up in the air, core tight, just like the plank and the push-up that we did. So that's engaged the whole time. Then what you're gonna do is squat down and back up as low as you comfortably can. Maybe thighs go parallel to the floor, they don't necessarily have to. And I'm just gonna have you do a few of those. You don't have to rush it, take your time. And I'm just gonna kind of walk around your body and observe what I'm seeing. So just keep doing a couple for me while I watch you.
Okay.
That was awesome. So we got about 16:23, looks like is your time. That's good. Yeah. It's not bad at all for somebody that hasn't been running in a while and working out. So good job, you made it. All right, Dan, so we've got your measurements now, and that will serve as a good baseline. We'll check those measurements every few weeks and see how you're doing, and ideally, of course, we'll see those numbers continue to drop down.
Okay.
And then we've got your body fat. So I calculated out those numbers that I took the measurements from, and your body fat is about 32%. So it's definitely a little on the high end. I'd like to see that you drop that down to about 26%, even lower if possible. 24, 25, 26 would be amazing. That would put you in a much healthier range. So we're gonna work towards that over the next few months as your weight comes down also on the scale.
Okay.
Now weight-wise, you've got about 20 pounds to lose, maybe 30. 30 is sort of like the ideal.
The wish number.
Yes, the dream. But 20 pounds is what we're kind of shooting for. So what I actually want you to do is focus on hitting that 20-pound mark by November. So although your wedding's in November, I want you to hit the number before then.
Okay.
So that's gonna be 5 pounds a month,
okay,
which is doable. As long as you're getting in your workouts and you're doing your nutrition right and your meal prep and everything, you should be able to do 5 pounds in a month.
Okay.
All right, and then that'll give us November for maybe you lose a couple extra pounds, maybe get a little bit closer to that 30, or to even just really focus on, you know, toning up your arms that you're gonna see in your dress and cinching in the waist and just sort of working on building some muscle and kind of sculpting your body just a little bit more rather than just drop weight, add a little bit more shape to it. So okay, that's how I want these next few months to go. Do you think you can do that?
I can do that.
Okay, I know you can do that.
I will do that.
Good, that's what I like to hear.
Okay. So today was tough. It was a real eye-opening experience. I mean, just in its entirety, sitting there and really talking about, you know, where I was at and with my fitness level and, you know, the foods that you're eating. It's just, it really woke me up a little bit. You know, because during the day when you're doing it, you're just doing it. And when you sit down and think about it, it's like, wow, that's really what I'm putting into my body. That's really what I'm doing to myself, you know. And then as we progressed into doing the measurements and the assessments, yeah, 32% body fat is not really good to hear. So definitely that's gonna motivate me to get that number down and you know, just work on tightening everything up and just feeling better in my own body. So I'm really excited, but it was a really tough one, especially with when Holly was testing me on my planks and my squats, and yeah, that was really hard to hold it for, what was it, like 20 seconds? Yeah. Not a good feeling, but you know what? When you're feeling this down, there's really nowhere to go but up. So I'm excited and motivated to better how I feel about myself. So here we go.
You just got to see Dianne's first step into her weight loss journey, but we want to leave you with some helpful tips as well so that you can also take your step into your weight loss journey. So 3 of my biggest tips for you are these. 1, when you're starting to lose weight, ask yourself one of the questions that I asked Dianne, which was, what's the reason behind wanting to lose weight? Besides just looking good, what really is your motivation? Is it confidence? Is it being there for your family? Is it anything else that you can think of? Anything that may be triggering that desire to look better? What's the reason for that? If you can think of that, keep those little motivators somewhere. Put them on a post-it note or put them in your phone to remind you to keep you motivated when things get hard. 2, go somewhere and get a fitness assessment. Have a professional help you out and look at what you're doing well, maybe where some of your strengths are and some of your weaknesses are, so that they can help to guide you into a weight loss program and give you some tips that you can use. And then 3rd, incorporate something like a plank. One of the things that we measured was a plank, and planks are a great exercise. That's a great way that you can start, is just by testing that out. See how long you can hold a plank for. Keeping that really flat body, a strong core, see how long you can hold it, and try to do it every single day and improve your numbers. That's one easy step that you can take after this episode to start to improve your fitness. So this is just Dianne's first workout, but in coming weeks we're gonna have many more exciting things, like showing you full workouts and how she's losing weight, showing you her meal plan and meal prep and some of her emotional struggles and wedding preparation. We're gonna have a lot more to come, so be sure to stick around and interact with our videos and the blog. Dianne's gonna be posting her blog from her own words and her own view on ProsourceFit.com, so be sure to read that in between watching the videos. And then interact with this video, and we're gonna give you a little extra motivation to do that. We're gonna be giving away a $100 gift card to Amazon.com after this video. And how you can enter to win is share this on Facebook with hashtag #Fit4Wed, and leave a comment with what you thought about the episode or what you liked. And then subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then also leave a comment on this video for Dianne. Leave her with a piece of advice, a word of encouragement, maybe something about your own weight loss journey that you want to share. Do those 3 things and you'll be entered to win a $100 gift card from Amazon.com. So make sure to keep interacting. We'll have giveaways in the future as well, so keep coming back and watching more. And until next time, stay fit, stay healthy, and stay happy. So for Dianne's first workout today, we're gonna be working out outside.
So Holly and I talked about nutrition today and understanding the conscious decision of what types of food to put into your body.
6, 7. Try and keep your upper body tall though. Try not to lean forward too much. Yeah. So you're squeezing back here and then pressing up through your heel.